My name is Laura Hartzler, and this is my DMAIC final project presentation. So some background on why I chose my topic for my project is that I am aware that I have a poor diet. I feel tired a lot, I don't have a lot of energy, and so I've been having to drink caffeine more and more, and I'm not real happy about that. Also, I know what I'm eating, I see what I'm eating, and I know that it could be better. Also, my boyfriend cooks dinner every night for us, and he often complains because he's limited in what he can cook. Because if he tries to make something new or different, I won't eat it because he likes to use vegetables, and I don't like to eat them. So, my problem statement is that I am not eating enough vegetables in my diet. So my goal at the end of this project was to be eating a vegetable every day and then also to introduce 2 new vegetables into my diet. So that my overall goal from this project would be that I have better nutrition, I've got more energy during the day, and then I have a happier boyfriend who also is eating better because my not eating vegetables limits his diet and is giving him a bad diet as well. So I want to do something that helps both of us. So I recorded in 8 full weeks of data for only vegetables that would be a full serving size. So it turned out to be 63 days total, and I found that I did not eat vegetables 41 of those days, which equates for 66%. So about two-thirds of my diet is not a single serving size of vegetables. I also found that I only ate 3 different kinds of vegetables. So my diet is really not varied at all, and I'm just eating the same couple things. So you can see here's where I wrote it all out on the calendar. And again, what I wrote down, if I wrote it down, then it meant it was a full serving size. And there really were no situations or no times that I ate anything that would be considered above or more than a full serving size. So I was able to just write down the word and know what that meant. So again, so you can see here, a lot of times the word none is on. It's pretty eye-opening to look at this all on paper and see what it is. And October is really not any better. A lot of days that it's just none. And Paretoed out, you can see again, none, clear front winner here. And then again, only 3 different kinds of vegetables over the course of those 63 days. So, in my analysis, digging in a little bit more, I found that I did not eat vegetables 13 out of 18 weekend days. So 72% of the time on Saturdays and Sundays did not eat a single vegetable. I also did not eat any vegetables 13 out of 15 days that my boyfriend was gone, and so I had to cook dinner for myself. So, one thing that was pointed out to me in the Analyze Improve stage was that I should really do more measurements of my data and showcase that. So when I looked into this, I found that the first time around, had really made some assumptions that just weekends would be the worst, and so I just focused right on weekends. Really, what I should have done was look at each day like this, because then I would have found that actually I eat the worst on Thursdays and Fridays. And this does make sense because those days of the week there, it's the end of the week, we're tired, it's a lot more eating out and a lot less of trying to cook something because we're still having to work. Whereas at least weekends we can try a little bit and we'll go out to eat instead of ordering in pizza. And at least when you go out to eat, a lot of meals tend to have vegetables in them. So this is one thing that I took from it now that at least I can use going forward. But really, I wish I had done this earlier on in the project because it would have helped me out to know that I was going after the wrong data, essentially. I also did this chart then. And this really to show when my boyfriend is gone and how many vegetables I eat. So you can see the red dots that are on the 0 line. Those were the times that my boyfriend was gone and I had to cook dinner for myself. And this here, I made the assumption, and it was accurate, because I just don't really like to cook. I'll eat a sandwich, quesadilla maker, something that's fast, something that's easy. Also because I just don't have a lot of time, and so I just do what's quick. So in this case, the assumptions that I had made going in were accurate. So my plan for improvements were that I wanted to make vegetables that taste better so that I will want to eat more of them. So that came in two ways. One, find vegetables that I already eat and just find ways to eat them more often, and then introduce new vegetables into my diet. So for example, I like carrots. I'm currently eating carrots, but it's not really my go-to. So I got some carrots and vegetable dip, brought them into work, so that I could have a work snack, which also helped improve my energy level because currently I'm not really eating any snacks at work. And so I think it's attributing to why I'm tired, because it's making my blood sugar drop to not eat and kind of snack. So that was how I was going to take a vegetable and eat it more often. And then examples of introducing new vegetables. Green beans, not a huge fan of them, but they're okay. So I did have a roommate though in college who would make them a way that I did really like. So I got that recipe from her, and I did use that and cook that a couple times. I did this with a couple other vegetables as well, and to look at how can I take something that I kind of like, make it taste better, and then introduce it more. So the other issue was how to reprioritize my schedule to make cooking higher on the list. So I decided that I would skip going to the gym twice a week when my boyfriend was traveling to cook dinner, because really looking at my diet, I mean that's more important at this point, is that I feel that I have the correct nutrition. And then in addition, that gives me leftovers for lunch the next day because when I would cook, I cooked it usually with a couple extra serving sizes. So that was good. And so my goal out of making these improvements was to eat one vegetable a day and then introduce two new ones into my diet. The results were that I did not hit my goal of eating one vegetable a day. However, I did improve and only did not eat vegetables 21% of the time, which was a huge improvement over the 61% of the time. And some days I ate more than one serving of vegetables. So in the last couple calendars of dates I showed, there were maybe 1 or 2 days where I ate more than one serving size. You'll see here in a minute that there were a lot more days like that where I was eating a lot of different vegetables throughout the day. But I think one of the reasons I failed for not hitting my goal of a vegetable per day was that really I didn't create a plan for how I would eat more on the weekends. I think in hindsight that my scope for this project was too broad and I should have only gone after one variable. So instead of eating more vegetables and eating more types of vegetables, only focus on one of those. I think another concern, another reason why I didn't hit my goal was that my analysis really wasn't accurate. So even though I didn't really create a plan for eating more on weekends, I was kind of aware and cognizant that that was an issue. However, those weren't the right days to go after. I should have gone after how can I increase my diet on Thursdays and Fridays. But I did follow my plan and to cook twice a week when my boyfriend was gone. That week in November, he was out one of those weeks, and I actually cooked and prepared a meal every night that he was gone. So then I did have lunch every day. So that was good. Those were very positive results. And then I did also introduce 4 new vegetables into my diet. So you can see that here over only the course of 24 days, I made really big improvements to my diet. And there are several days here. You can see I ate more than one serving of vegetables. And then again, the variability of increasing what kinds of vegetables I was eating. So when we look at the Pareto and the after, you can see that now instead of none being the clear front runner, it's kind of buried in the middle, and that there's a lot more columns on the bottom of vegetables that I did eat. So results from this project, even though I didn't hit all of my specific goals, really I did hit my overall goal of the project, which was to be able to improve my health and have more energy to be able to improve my workouts at the gym. So I did achieve these goals. I had more energy. I was able to cut back on caffeine a lot and really not even notice that I'm not drinking it anymore because I still had a lot of energy throughout the day. And then even though there were some times that I didn't go to the gym because I was cooking, my workouts at the gym was able to work out harder and longer workouts. And I also did not go reach for as many snacks. And I think it's because when I'm eating vegetables, those have more fiber in them. They fill me up as much. So I wouldn't reach for chips or ice cream or something snacky. So my overall diet really did improve quite a bit. I'd also wanted to improve how my boyfriend ate and then not limit his food choices. And it's a little early to tell in those times because he was traveling and the two of us were on a trip, so we were traveling then as well. But he was definitely happy that I'm trying to broaden my horizons in vegetables and that I am still told him that I would commit to cooking 1 day a week, even when he's home, and that I would, when I cooked a meal, would do something that has a different vegetable in it every time. So that really introducing those new vegetables, starting to like them, and getting much better variability in my diet. So this is my project. I want to say thank you to everyone for the feedback. I really found it valuable, and I think that it really helped improve my project. Those will be things that I know for next time when I do have to do a DMAID, probably for work. And so that'll be really valuable because there are definitely going back some things that I would have changed that I think would have made the project better and could have helped to make me more successful. So just wanted to end this by saying thank you.